Hey guys, AJ here, and today we will be I'll be telling you guys my SummerSlam 2014 predictions because, as most of you WWE fans know, tonight is SummerSlam 2014, and it's bound to be a big show. So actually, before I started to make this video, I thought I should have printed out the card, but I forgot to. So let me go to WWE.com quickly. Sorry about this. Let's see. Um, Alright, here we have it. SummerSlam match card. Alright, so first off, we have the kickoff show, which is going to be Rob Van Dam versus Cesaro. Now, I think this match is kind of pointless because Rob Van Dam and Cesaro haven't even had like any rivalry lately, and Rob Van Dam hasn't been in the ring much lately. I mean, which might be showing his retirement soon because, first of all, he he wasn't in the Battleground Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal, which he was scheduled to be, and no one said anything about that. And then the night after Battleground, he was supposed to face Seth Rollins, but then instead they had Heath Slater. And then the last match I saw him in was like a week or two ago against Seth Rollins, and he lost. But I think that's a normal case um, for, I think it's a normal case for, um, kickoff show matches because usually it's just pointless, uh, matches with no rivalries in the midst. But for this, I think, Rob Van Dam's gonna win, the reason is because, Cesaro has not been doing very well lately, and I think that, uh, ever since his departure of the Real Americans, I think, to be honest, at first he was doing really well with Paul Heyman, uh, but then I think after he broke up with Paul Heyman, I think it started giving Jack Swagger more of a chance, and then they started demoting Cesaro, and I think that I like when he had his departure from the Real Americans, I was sure that he was bound to be a top star, but uh, lately, I heard this on Bleacher Report, but I also think that Cesaro's window to be a top star is closing very fast, and I definitely agree because um, if you haven't been watching Raw or like last month, Cesaro lost to Kofi Kingston twice, I believe, and then I think he also lost to Dolph Ziggler. But the funny thing is, um, uh, usually he defeats them. So, I think, and like, I know usually Cesaro does defeat Rob Van Dam because they've had a lot of matches, recently, but I think that, mm, I think that if Cesaro can beat, uh, Rob Van Dam tonight, it might give Cesaro more of a chance. But at the same time, I think Rob Van Dam will get more opportunities by defeating Cesaro because he hasn't defeated Cesaro in all the time that he's been back because they've had, like I said, a lot of matches since he's been back. But really, uh, um, Rob Van Dam has never defeated him, so I think it would give uh good choices. It would give good opportunities to the both of them, and uh, but yeah. So I'm gonna go with Rob Van Dam to win this match because I just think that I don't think that they're gonna let Cesaro win. But next on the card we have uh, wait, hold on one second. Wait, I'm making a video. Uh, hold on one second. Sorry Sorry, that was my mom. She comes in my room, so I apologize. But next we have AJ Lee versus Paige. Hold on. Sorry about that again. But so yeah, AJ Lee versus Paige for the Divas Championship. We all know that AJ Lee is gonna win again to retain because they've already had one match, and I think that it's a pointless rivalry after one match because now that Paige is all heel and bad, it's just getting ridiculous. I wish that they would do something else with her, bring her back to NXT because she's not ready to be a top star yet. But I also think that AJ Lee should be facing other people than a newbie. So I think AJ Lee is gonna win again, and hopefully this will be the end of the rivalry. Next up we have Jack Swagger versus Rusev in a flag match. I really like the idea of this rivalry. Uh, I like but I didn't like how their first match ended at Battleground. Because Rusev beat Jack Swagger by a countout, and since everyone was so excited for this match, I just thought it was really stupid. And they've been doing really stupid crap with Rusev lately, but I think this is actually going to be one of his greatest matches. And I like how, since Rusev has been ranting about how Russia is better than America lately, it's a great idea for a flag match since Jack Swagger's for America, Rusev's for Russia. Like, it's a good mix-up and a good stipulation and concept. So I'm excited for this match, and I think that Jack Swagger's finally going to win since of all the hype over this match. I think that they're finally going to let Rusev lose a one-on-one match. Then we have Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt, number 2. Uh, to be honest, I think that Bray Wyatt's going to win this one because usually when you're facing Bray Wyatt and you have a second, and like you won the first match and then you have a second match, you're usually not gonna get lucky the second time. And I was even surprised when Chris Jericho beat Bray Wyatt at Battleground. Like, I was doing something on the computer while I was listening to Battleground, and then I hear ding ding, and then I hear Chris Jericho's theme song come on. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Like, how did he beat him? And I think it was a roll up cover or something. But I think that Bray Wyatt's gonna win this one because like how early in the year the rivalry between John Cena and Bray Wyatt, it was kind of like John Cena wins, Bray Wyatt wins, John Cena wins. But I'm actually not sure if they're gonna continue this rivalry after this because I mean it's an awesome rivalry, but I think I wish they would have added a stipulation to this match because it's boring to kind of see the same match again. But like if they added Extreme Rules or something, or Last Man Standing, that would have been pretty interesting. But I think for this one, Bray Wyatt's just gonna win, and hopefully they'll have a match next month at like Night of Champions or something, and then Chris Jericho will win again. But we'll see. So yeah, I think Bray Wyatt's gonna win. Then we have Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz, for the Intercontinental Championship. So I'm really excited for this match, and I'm really excited that Dolph Ziggler and The Miz are finally having a rivalry. I mean, like, we kind of saw signs of it late last year because it might have been early this year, but I think a few months ago there was a Monday Night Raw in like Cleveland or something, and then Dolph Ziggler and The Miz had a match, and then Dolph Ziggler won, which was surprising because they hardly ever let Dolph Ziggler win anymore. I mean, I was really upset when Dolph Ziggler lost the Battleground Battle Royal, and like when it came close to the end of the match, I predicted what was gonna happen because if you didn't see, The Miz was like outside of the ring, and like he was taking a break, and like it was down to Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus, and they like completely forgotten about The Miz, and I knew exactly what would happen. Dolph Ziggler would eliminate Sheamus, or the other way around, and then Miz would come in and then out of nowhere and flip Dolph Ziggler over the top ropes. That's exactly what did happen. And like I was like, come on, Ziggler, you gotta see him, you gotta look behind you. And then all of a sudden he gets flipped over. I was so hoping for Ziggler to win. Uh, and then, but I hate what they're doing with the Miz. It's completely stupid gimmick. Uh, I hope that it ends soon. Like, I'm hoping for Dolph Ziggler to win tonight, but I don't think it will because Miz has literally just won the Intercontinental Championship. It's been less than a month. And usually it doesn't happen that like when the rivalry just sparks up, the good guy wins the championship. I'm not even sure if Dolph Ziggler is gonna win this in the future against The Miz, but I'm hoping that this rivalry continues after SummerSlam if Dolph Ziggler doesn't win tonight. I am hoping for him to win, but right now my money's going on The Miz. I think that he's gonna win because I think it's too soon for Dolph Ziggler to win, but I think that this rivalry is going to continue at least into Night of Champions, and maybe Dolph Ziggler win it there. And if not, they might continue it into the next pay-per-view, which I believe is Hell in a Cell. But that would be a weird place. I don't know, but that would be but I'm just hoping that Ziggler wins. But my money's on the Miz. Then we have Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins in a lumberjack match. Uh, I'm really excited to see this match because we still haven't seen Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins because the match never happened at Battleground like it was supposed to. What I wished happened, like, a few weeks ago, on Raw, it was like a Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins beat the clock challenge, and the winner of the challenge we get to choose the stipulation, and Dean Ambrose won, and he chose the lumberjack match. I think it's a horrible stipulation. It's just out of the blue. I mean, I like the way they're promoting the match, like how they're saying you can't escape the lumberjacks. Like that's a cool thing, cause like Seth Rollins tried to escape Dean Ambrose at Battleground, like into the audience. Uh, but if you didn't watch Battleground, after it kind of went into a no contest, Dean Ambrose started beating up Seth Rollins in the parking lot of Tampa Bay Times Forum, and I'm sure that they'd definitely have a rematch at SummerSlam. I thought that maybe the stipulation would be like a parking lot brawl or something that would be much better since Dean Ambrose is known for his crazy, insane brawling. So I thought they could have come up with a better stipulation. But I'm excited for it since we still have never seen Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, and it's really hard to come up with the winner for this one because uh, uh, they've been letting Seth Rollins win a lot lately, but Dean Ambrose has hardly won any matches. But I think they're finally letting Dean Ambrose shine. So I think, like, anyway, Seth Rollins is definitely gonna be big, unless they make him lose the briefcase. Like if he loses the match he catches in on. But I'm pretty sure that they're gonna let him win the WWE World Title soon, within the next few months, because of his briefcase. So I think he'll still be big anyway. So I don't think it's any loss for Seth Rollins if he loses this match. But I think if Dean Ambrose loses, it'll like wipe him off the map because I think this is his big break. But I think that Dean Ambrose is going to win for this one, and I'm hoping it's going to be a good match. Then we have Stephanie McMahon versus Brie Bella. I'm really not excited for this match because we know that Brie Bella is going to win. This is the only reason why they brought her back. I am hoping that they bring Brie Bella back like officially after this match. I mean, I probably think they will, because if this was all an act to just bring up this rivalry after all the BS that happened at Payback, I think that there's no reason not to bring her back after this. Uh, so like there would be no point. Like everyone knew that this was all some type of hoax, and there was gonna be some type of match later in the year. Because or some people actually said that the reason why Brie Bella left was because she was pregnant or something. We know now that's not true because why would she be wrestling if she was pregnant? But I think definitely Brie Bella is gonna win. Like I don't even think the match probably won't even end up happening. Like will probably happen. But it'll probably just be like uh Stephanie McMahon just gets beaten up by like Nikki Bella, and then maybe Daniel Bryan will come and start beating her up or something. I don't know. Or then maybe Triple H will help, and then like at the end they'll like dump a bucket of chocolate all over her or something. Like that's usually how these matches end. Like if any of you watched WWE in 2011, uh, Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole had a rivalry, and I mean, first, it turned out that Michael Cole won the first match at WrestleMania. He won the second match at Extreme Rules, but then the third match at Over the Limit, Jerry Lawler won because of with the help of Eve Torres and Jim Ross, and they had like put barbecue sauce all over Michael Cole, some crap like that, and but I don't think that's gonna happen because I don't think this is the kind of rivalry to continue. This is like a one-time only thing for like one of the biggest events of the year, SummerSlam. So I think that Brie Bella is definitely gonna win this one, and it's gonna end like I told you guys. But yeah, my money is on Brie Bella. Then we have Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton. I'm really excited for this because they're finally giving Roman Reigns a chance to fight the big guys. And I definitely think that Roman Reigns is gonna win this because he's been a gigantic powerhouse lately. He's been knocking every domino in his way, and Randy Orton isn't a big challenge for him. I think the only reason why Randy Orton would win, or if something crazy happened, was if either the match ended in a double countout, Randy Orton won by countout, or Randy Orton won by disqualification, or Roman Reigns won by disqualification, or Roman Reigns won by countout. So there's five really disappointing possibilities that could happen. And I hope that these don't happen because that would ruin the match. Just like in 2010, Randy Orton faced Edge, and that was like an A-list match, and then it ended in a double countout, which made it terrible, and everyone was so excited for it. Uh, but I think that Roman Reigns is definitely gonna win this because I think Randy Orton has been getting knocked off the map lately. He's been losing matches, winning matches on and off. I don't even know what's gonna happen to Randy Orton in the future. Uh, but it's weird that last year at SummerSlam, Randy Orton won the WWE Championship, and then he became the first WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then now he's all the way to this, facing a new guy. I don't think it's the right thing for him. I think he deserves more. Uh, but I definitely think that Roman Reigns is gonna win. And then the main event is supposed to be the biggest event of the summer. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Again, for the third time. You might be wondering why I hate this match, because it's happening for the third time. It happened once at Backlash 2003, I believe, and then it happened at Extreme Rules 2012. That match was horrible. I haven't seen the one from Backlash 2003, but I know that the one at Extreme Rules was horrible. Everyone said it was one of the best matches of the year, but it was one of the worst matches of the year. And um, to be honest, I'm just so sick of John Cena uh being champion. I mean, for the 15th time or something. Like when he unhooked those belts at Money in the Bank, I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" And then when I heard all the rumors about John Cena facing Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam on Bleacher Report, I was like, "This can't be happening. This can't be happening." And even Bleacher Report said that it was a top match of for SummerSlam, but it's not. We need to see something new. What I wish happened was that John Cena had been cashed in by Seth Rollins, and then Brock Lesnar became face and left Paul Heyman on the curb, and then it would have been Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. Uh, so I don't know. Like I think I think I know that John Cena is gonna win because they're not gonna let Brock Lesnar win yet. I think the only way that Brock Lesnar is going to win is if he somehow agreed to be on every Raw and SmackDown now, because we know that Brock Lesnar only comes around a few times a year, and uh, and we know that He's not on every Raw and not on every SmackDown. So I don't think that Brock Lesnar has the chance tonight to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Except Cena's been on top lately a lot. I mean, I like him, but he's been getting too boring lately. They need to give him some new blood to face. Maybe a John Cena versus Roman Reigns match would be good. But to see John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the third time is boring. Well, I would like it if they had Rob Van Dam versus Brock Lesnar. That would be an interesting match. But that's we know that would never happen at this rate because Rob Van Dam is not an A-list superstar anymore. Uh, but Brock Lesnar, I actually want him to win. Like, I'm not for any heels. Like, I don't like heels. But Brock Lesnar has more potential than John Cena. Everyone hates John Cena now, and to see Brock Lesnar as WWE World Heavyweight Champion is going to be more interesting. I mean, who's he going to defend against? Who can beat him? I mean, what if? I think good scenario would be if Brock Lesnar wins, and then at Night of Champions Roman Reigns faces Brock Lesnar, and then they could have number one contenders match John Cena versus Randy Orton. The winner faces whoever wins the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar match at Hell in a Cell. That would be really interesting because you can come up with a lot of scenarios if Brock Lesnar wins. But really, what are you gonna do if Cena wins? What I'm hoping is that if Cena wins, which I think he will, uh, that something like last year happened, like something big that no one expected, which would only probably be if either Seth Rollins cashed in on John Cena, which would be very awesome. Uh, if someone returned, like Sting, because there's been so much hype over Sting returning because now he's going to be in the video game, for WWE 2K15, and then everyone's been talking about Sting versus Undertaker match at WrestleMania 31, and this would be the perfect time for him to return. So who knows? Maybe he'll return tonight, and maybe he'll challenge John Cena, or maybe if Brock Lesnar wins, but he probably will not. Maybe there will be a rivalry between Sting and Brock Lesnar, which would be epic. But as of now, I think John Cena is gonna win. But I'm crossing my fingers that Brock Lesnar does. But thank you guys very much for watching. Tell me what you guys think will happen at SummerSlam in the comments, and you can watch SummerSlam 2014 tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Pacific. Uh, and so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and you can watch SummerSlam on either the local cable provider for pay-per-view, or you can get WWE Network, which is only $9.99 a month. And with it comes with every pay-per-view you ever want to watch at any time. And it also comes with every single pay-per-view this year, next year, and for the years that the WWE Network lasts. So thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a comment and subscribe for more.